of a mother's ring, right, where each jewel represents a child's birthstone. Well, a woman from Logan, Utah is putting an artistic spin on that idea. She's a hobbyist turned artist who recently quit her day job to focus on making beautiful things.
I started doing this kind of in the middle of 2020.
She is a hobby collector.
We're gonna make a poppy. It's my birth flower. And I drew this pattern and we're gonna trace it onto the red glass and then cut it. Was kind of drawn to it and really liked the idea of breaking something up and putting it back together in a way that I wanted.
Stained glass is a hobby that she's stuck with and loves.
I do everything on a whim. I think that I just saw quite a few stained glass artists on TikTok and decided I wanted to try it. So that's where I learned to do most of what I know how to do now. After you cut the glass, you'll grind it and make sure it's smooth on all the edges and that it's fitting nicely where you want it to. It's really time intensive and labor intensive and can be expensive to try to fix something that didn't turn out how you wanted it to. So at every step you have to be really cautious to make sure that you're doing it right. You have to cover your glass with copper foil tape so that the solder will stick to your glass pieces that you want to stick together.
She's good at everything that she does.
This hobby has been the most therapeutic hobby that I've ever had, and I think that's why it's stuck with me so long. For me to not be good at something right when I start and then to continue to choose to do it anyways has been a lot of really hard emotional work for me. After you foil it, you solder it.
It's a really good way for her to dip into her creative side.
It's okay to do something just because you like it, whether you're good at it or not, because I definitely wasn't good at this in the beginning. And I think about what I would have missed out on if I had quit because I wasn't good at it. And I would have missed out on a lot of really cool things that I have loved making. And follow whatever you're interested in and be okay with not being the best at it if it makes you happy. Each month has a designated birth flower, so I made a set of 12 and just decided to kind of dip my toe in the water and see maybe who might be interested in purchasing my work. I posted those in April before Mother's Day and had the most incredible response from people wanting to buy something special and unique for their moms or for themselves.
She brings a lot of color to our life.
And that's it. Can you edit that one? I need to do it again, huh?
No, it was imperfectly perfect, Angela. Thank you so much for sharing your creative journey and your craft. I'm a sucker for stained glass. I have to say my grandma had it in her home and I'm looking for an opportunity to pull it into my space as well. Angela says that while her work is a celebration of motherhood, motherhood is a topic that brings on a lot of emotion. All 4 of Angela's children are adopted from foster care. And she says with adoption can come sometimes unrecognized feelings of grief as you remember a biological mother that was lost. She channels that energy into her art, proof that there is beauty in the hard things as well. Those were beautiful, beautiful projects.